Well, welcome back, guys. Uh, whew, there's a lot of dust in the air. Got the neighbor getting his yard mowed. So today, I can't go anywhere without buying plants. I'm gonna have to see a doctor for this addiction. So I ended up going to Costco today. Now, last year, if y'all remember, I bought. What did I buy? I bought the one tomato plant, and three pepper plants. The peppers never grew to anything. Um, so I said, "Oh, well, I'm not going to buy any more plants from there." I don't know the brand that it was, and I didn't care to go back. But then today I said, "You know what? Let me take a chance and walk out there." So walked out there. Sure enough, they have Bonnie plants now. Bonnie, I think, is sold. I want to say it's in Home Depot and Lowe's and a bunch of other garden centers. I've used them in the past. I've had really good luck with them. So when I saw that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy some more. So as you guys know, I'm trying to do all this without any pesticides or weed killer or anything like that. So I want it to be as natural as possible, right? So I did some more research online and found some of the plants that I'm already using, some of the flowers that I'm already using are excellent for pests and stuff. Now, the one plant that I did learn, which I did last year as well, was the marigold. It does a twofold thing for some of the plants. And I'm gonna have to get some more because I want to put the marigolds in with the tomato plant. There is so not only does the flower kind of push the unwanted bugs away, but it releases a chemical in the soil which keeps the nematodes down and the other destructive uh, soil based bugs or things that come up. So it drives them away. So we've got the mint, which hopefully will help keep like squirrels and rabbits and chipmunks away from the plants. Um, the other thing I learned is the English say it, basil, basil, we say in U.S. English. Basil is another really good plant for driving away pests and stuff, especially horn, hornworm, tomato bugs, right? So it'll help drive them away. It doesn't, these things are not guaranteed, but let me get what I got here. And I'm going to do anything I can right now to try and drive pests away because last year they kind of tore up my garden. So I have different varieties. Like these two are sweet basil. Okay, so we got these two. Actually, I got 4 sweet basil, 5 sweet basil. So these came in mixed things, and I should have looked at them better. And I got looks like 2 holy basil. Not sure the difference. I'll look that up later, but 2 holy basil. And I think there's one other variety in here. I'm gonna try and get this one out. Let's see what this one is. Oh wait, that's wow. Okay, is this one? Oh, that's oh, I got it. Sorry guys, I'm off camera. My bad. And then I also got some tomato plants. So the only ones I have are the sweet basil and the holy basil. And then I also got 4 more strawberries. If you recall, we had these pots that I put the God, I almost called them daffodils, dianthus, and I had some open spots. So I thought, well, let me pick up some more strawberry plants because when you think about commercial farming, right, the reason they do well harvesting, right, is they have so many plants that even if the rabbits or something gets to a couple of the plants or a couple, you know, some of the fruit and things, they're not going to get to all of it. So my thought is maybe if I put enough of these out, I might actually get a decent harvest. So I did pick up 4 more strawberries. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll be 7 strawberry plants. So somewhere I'll have to find the spot. I think I could put 1 there and 1 there, and I'll have to find 1 more spot. Maybe I'll put that in with these flowers. That nothing else seems to be growing in there. So those are all beneficial plants to help deter pests and bugs and things like that. I do need to get one of the trellises down here. I think these were cantaloupe. Let me make sure before I run my mouth there. Yeah, the cantaloupe, they're starting to vine out. So I want to get, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I want to get at least 1 trellis so it's growing up. And then I'll put 1 over here as well to get this one growing up. The cilantro is actually going crazy. So I got to figure out how to harvest this so it keeps growing. And what I might do is I might take some of this to work with me, right? And try and sell like little baggies for like $1, $2 a piece, right? And then I can maybe, I'm not gonna make any money off of it. I mean, I'm still gonna lose money, but maybe I can recoup some of the costs. And then I also have all this wait, I didn't get spearmint. I got all mint, the different mints, right? I have all these different mints in here, and they're starting to bush out. And I got peppermints, I got spearmint. No, I don't have spearmint. I have peppermint, sweet mint, and I think just mint is what I have. So my thought is like I can harvest some of this stuff, take some of this stuff to work, and if people want it, great. If they don't want it, you know what? I tried, right? So I'm pretty sure somebody will want it. I have a lot of friends that I work with that cook, so and then you know I can let them know I'm like, this is organic, this is pesticide free, chemical free, and go from there. Now, another issue I've had is on the pepper plants. The leaves are kind of wrinkling and curling. So I did a little research online, and it could be a couple of things. It could come from overwatering, and I'm gonna head off this. There we go. I'm gonna head off that marigold. It's dying anyways. It could be from a couple things. It could be overwatering, a lack of calcium. I forget what the other one was. But I've kind of come to the determination that's probably from overwatering, or not overwatering, lack of calcium. So I did buy some stuff for that. And I'm just gonna nip one of these leaves off so we can get a look at it here. I think this one will be a good one. So I'm gonna bring this over to the camera so you can see. So this is what we're dealing with. The leaves are looking like this. They should be nice, flat, straight out, right? So what I did was I purchased some gypsum, which is a fast-acting kind of calcium. I also purchased some lime. And then I do have some more worm castings. I did get that. Now, I wish I had gone to Costco before I bought the worm casting. Costco is selling the same castings I got in the 12-pound bag for less than what I pay for a 3-pound bag on Amazon. So, lesson learned, look around before we do that. Let me get a drink. It's all this dust and my allergies and going nuts here. So, I got some of that. We're going to do that. The other thing is, sorry guys, I really needed that. The other thing is, y'all remember the potatoes, right? Let's see if we can get a good shot of these potatoes. This is crazy. Like, remember, we filled this and covered all these plants, right? And then this one we didn't do much with because he was so small. He's at the point where I'm going to top these off today. So we're going to top all the potatoes off. We're going to bring the soil up to the top of the bags now. These things are growing like crazy. So what we're going to do before I do that is I do have some. So I'm going to put some blood meal in there. I'm going to put some gypsum in there. I think we should be okay with that. I also have, let's see, I have bone meal, blood meal. I have a little bit of lime. I have some earthworm casting. So we're going to do all of that. Actually, we'll get some earthworm casting. We'll put those on the top and then we'll get that done. So I'm going to put earthworm castings in all of these, right? And I'm going to try and do this without slicing my hand. That would be a great start to the week, right? So probably going to use all of this. So you remember in one of my last videos, I talked about potatoes are heavy feeders, right? So I want to feed these as much as possible. And this one, I think what I'm going to do with this one, since this was smaller and we didn't cover his leaves last time, I'm going to put a layer of soil in, and I'm going to come back with some of this and put this in there as well. So I want to get these guys some food. They need a lot of food according to what I've been reading. So I want to get them a lot of food. Now, the one disappointment I have is I bought this Earth Science stuff, right? You can't reseal it, guys. And that's a huge, huge disappointment to me. Because, you know, the thing is like, my garden's small. I don't need all this. So what do I do with it after this, right? So I may end up having to put this in like a Ziploc bag. So we're going to feed these guys pretty good here. And I already mixed the soil up because the neighbor was over there mowing the lawn. And I couldn't do anything till he got done, or at least close to done, because I want you guys to be able to hear me. So now I should water these in, but I'm not going to because I think somewhere in the forecast we have possibly some rain coming, right? So I'm going to feed these. I'm only putting it on the surface because it'll wash down in, right? I'm not trying to dig up all this, what do you call it, straw, because the straw is working really, really well, guys. I haven't seen any weeds coming through. Oh, actually, I spoke too soon. There's one right there. And that could be because there could be seeds in the straw, right? So I'm not at all surprised. So we're just going to pull those out. So actually, that was the only two I've seen. So we're going to give a little more food because remember last week, our last videos, because my videos are coming out later, like they're coming out a week apart or something like that. You know, so I'm filming and then like the next week I put that out. Some of them are coming out that week. Let me clarify that. Some of them are coming out that week, right? But some aren't. So my little scooper. So we're gonna feed these and then we're gonna bury those things again. So everywhere again that I've read is to bury the plants as they come up. So bury them as they come up, right? And then they'll push through again, and then that all becomes stem for, or root, I should say. I guess root would be the actual word. Comes root for the potatoes. So we're gonna get these guys nice and fed here. Now, I don't I'm gonna have to do more research on this because I'm not sure how often I should feed after this, but we're gonna check into it. So, God, I wish they had zippers on these so we could seal these bags back up. So I'm gonna do a little bit of both. I don't want to do too much of this gypsum, and I think it's fast acting too, is what they say. And this is more. I got this more for the application. Let's see, lawns, vegetable gardens, 1 pound per 100 square foot. So I really only need like a scoop in each of these beds. Should be good, maybe 2, and we'll spread it around. But again, there's another bag. It's like I wish they had a seal on it, because now it's going to be sitting open. So yeah, I don't know what to do. Yeah, see, so this just came out of one of the barrels. So it looks like, see, there are some seeds from some of this stuff. So that may cause weeds. So anyway, so we'll get all this stuff done, and then I'm going to sign off for this one, and then we'll do another video today, and you'll see it later in the week, I'm sure, or Monday, maybe Monday. Let me make sure, because this, nah, there's no seal on that. So I may have to just break this down into some Ziploc bags and just label it real good. So we're gonna do this to all the plants. And then the lime, I'll put a little bit of lime down as well. I don't want to get that on the leaves or anything, so we'll probably do that like on the outsides of the bed. So this is more granulated. What did I do with the scooper? Oh, there it is. And I'll tell you what, it actually smells like chicken poo, and I bet if I read it, there's something in there. So these are really granulated. Now this, like I said, I got this more for the pepper plants because they seem to be the ones having the issue. So I'm hoping this will resolve that problem. So we're just gonna sprinkle this, and I'm not gonna just give it to the pepper plants, obviously. It's gonna go throughout the barrel. I'm gonna give it to a little bit to everyone. And I say everyone. Yes, I'm talking about my plants. So we'll just scoop this up. We'll put it in with the potatoes. We'll put this in with the broccoli. I'll put some in here with this pepper plant and the tomato plant. We'll get everybody get a little bit of this. We'll just do a little recap here before I completely sign off. Now I might go through and trim back this tomato plant a little bit. It's actually coming up to the top real nice. Like, how far over is this camera? It's missing all the good action, right? Where you guys see me dumping stuff in pots. That's just what you wanted to watch. Okay, so as you can see, the broccoli is doing great. I mean, it is looking healthy as healthy can be. The cabbage is doing well. This will have to water in. So all the cabbages look really, really good, guys. I mean, again, that's another plant. Like, I've never grown broccoli. I've never grown cabbage before. Never grown asparagus. I've never grown garlic. Garlic is stuff I use. Asparagus is something I like, right? I love asparagus. I'm kind of out of view again, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to go back around down this way a little bit here. So I got that one. So we'll give the asparagus some food. Now, my understanding is asparagus have a male and female plant. So right now, from what I can I'm assuming this looks like it has the seeds on it. So this one would be the female, and then the male would be the one without the seeds. So it looks like there's one female plant and possibly 3 male plants in there. Some up in here. I gotta make sure this guy gets some. He's a pepper plant. And yeah, I'm spilling some of this, but that's okay. Corn. Corn is coming up real nice. The corn is doing well. I'll put that in the center of that one, I guess. I don't know if this will help with the flowers or not, but we're going to give it to them. I'm going to dig up these other plants in the next video, or dig up and plant the other plants in the next video. Bring this around so you guys can see me. Again, I'm not going to water this in today because I think we have some rain on the way. Plus, these beds are wet. So I don't want them to stay wet. I only want to water them when they're dry. So I'm going to, as much as I want to water this in, I think I'm just going to have to hold off a little bit. And you know what? I think I'm a terrible videographer. All right, so I got everything, right? I think I got everything. Oh, this one I don't have any in this one. So these have all got the gypsum in them now. So everything's got gypsum in it. So I'm gonna bring this back into the shade so it doesn't get overheated. So put the gypsum in. We went over the plants that I just got. So the next video, we're gonna plant all those plants I just picked up, the basil and the, shoot, you know what I should have got? I should have got some oregano. That's what I should have got. Well, oh, wait a minute. One of these over here. And I keep neglecting to, here we go. Oh, I do have oregano. We're good. So actually, I always neglect these 2 little pots on you guys. I'm so sorry. These 2 pots are, again, something I haven't grown other than the oregano. Oregano I've grown before, but this is the first time I've ever tried lettuce. So I got some romaine lettuce here, and this one was all wilted over. You can see the leaves down here. So I thought it was a little dry. You better get back down there. Go. Shoo. The puppy's up. Anyway, so the romaine, never done that before. So I got to see how that goes. I got to look up how to harvest that, how big it should get. I need to know all those things because I don't know anything about this. So I'm going to feed these after the video. I'll probably do that later. And then we'll plant the other plants that I just picked up. We'll plant those. I've got to figure out which pots I really want to put these in. I know I want to put one in here. It's going to be kind of tight because there's so much going on in this bucket. But I want to put one in there with the tomatoes. I want to put one in with the zucchini. And we already have a zucchini coming along here down below. Now I have to read up on these. I don't know if they're like cucumbers, where there's a male and a female flower. One flowers, one doesn't flower. One's a male, one's a female. So I got to read up on that. I'm also going to put a basil here, probably in the end one down there, and I may end up putting in here. But if nothing, I've got this space right here where I can put some basil. It'll still work for the whole garden, so we should have enough spread out. And my other thought is I want to get some more lavender. We've had a few butterflies. I've seen a couple bees, but I'm thinking if I get some more lavender, put lavender in. Even if I get separate buckets, put one at one end, one at the other end, and have it in the middle. There is some lavender already in the pots, so it'll hopefully bring in some more of those beneficial bugs. It's good. It draws in, let's see, what was the one? It draws in the insects for killing the trip flies, the aphids, and there's one other one I can't remember the name. Anyways, it brings in like those bugs to kill those, like there's a wasp it brings in to kill the white flies, aphids, trip something or other bugs. So it'll attract all those beneficial bugs, right? Bring those in. It'll bring the butterflies in. It'll bring the bees in, so we can get this going better. The purple flowers. Why I struggle with the name on these always. No, not dianthus. Doesn't matter. Anyway, those purple and white flowers have been huge. The butterfly that was in here was going crazy last week, and just all over those purple and white flowers. It was great. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna probably get some more lavender, put that in there. Anyway, guys, so we shot up a little bit this week. I want to thank everybody and all my new subscribers who have not been here before. When I shoot my videos, I shoot them unedited, so you'll see my mistakes. You'll have me rambling on sometimes. I do apologize for that. I just haven't learned how to edit yet, and to be honest with you, I kind of like it, putting it straight out to you guys and not having to edit it. Yeah, I can get more videos out to you in shorter videos, but yeah, I kind of want to thank everybody for coming in and subscribing. Please, guys, if you would, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. We're still in the 80 to 90% range where I have returning people watching but not subscribing. So if I can get you guys to all subscribe, we might hit our 150 goal before even the summer, and that would be like stellar. So I'm going to work on getting more shorts out. The problem with the shorts is I usually end up just running through the patch and sending out a video of how everything's doing. If you guys are good with that, I'll keep doing that. And this one's getting a little long. But yeah, I'm trying to get out some more shorts over the next few weeks too, and giving some updates in the garden. Anyway, so again, if you're not subscribed, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Don't cost you anything. Promise you, it's not going to charge you anything. Hit that bell notification, and then drop me a comment. Say hi. Say, hey, you should do this in your garden. You should do that in your garden. Tips, tricks, I don't care. Put it in there. We'll look at it. I'll get back to you. And as I learn things, I'll pass that along to you guys, whatever I learn, and I'll share it along. Anyway, so this is my start to a homestead, and welcome along for the journey. And thanks again, guys. I'll make one more video today, and we'll put one out. I'll be putting one out from last week today, and one of these, if not both of these, will go out this week. Guys, have a great day. Stay blessed. Stay safe. And we'll catch you on the next video.